are you everyone? Today I have my friend Princess Olivia. Princess Olivia has a problem. She needs to find the perfect dress for her party. So, some of her very special friends are going to help her. But now I know, boys, what you're thinking of. You think that, that's a girly story. Well, it's a special request from my lovely friend, Little Wale. So, why don't you listen to the story? I think that you're going to like it. Okay? Let's start. Our story today is called The Princess and Her New Dress. Princess Olivia was in her bedroom, surrounded by lots of clothes. What are you doing? Asked the queen. I'm choosing a dress for my party, replied Princess Olivia. They looked at every dress in the pile, but none of them were quite right. Why don't you look in the garden for something pretty? Suggested the queen. We can show your ideas to the royal dressmaker. Princess Olivia was excited. She thought that was an excellent idea. So she ran into the royal gardens and looked around. A little squirrel hopped past and asked what she was doing. I need something pretty to decorate my new dress, said the princess. The squirrel gave her a shiny acorn. The princess said, No, it's too green, said Princess Olivia, but thank you anyway. Princess Olivia skipped to the flower bed. A little rabbit scampered across the lawn and dropped a daisy at her feet. Oh, how kind, said Princess Olivia. But she thought for a moment and said, No, it's too simple. But thank you anyway. Princess Olivia wandered to the pond. A frog hopped up on a lily pad and offered her a flower. That's lovely, said Princess Olivia. But she thought for a moment and said, It's too big though. But thank you anyway. Princess Olivia gazed across the lawn. A little hedgehog trundled over the grass with a pink flower on its prickles. How nice of you, said Princess Olivia. But she thought for a moment and said, But no, it's too bright. Thank you anyway. The edge of the garden, a friendly pony trotted up to her with a sunflower between its teeth. How lovely, said Princess Olivia. But she thought for a moment and said, No, it's too yellow. But thank you anyway. Princess Olivia heard a soft hoot and looked up into the trees. An owl blinked down at her and plucked a berry from the tree. How kind, said Princess Olivia. But she thought for a moment and said, No, it's too shiny. But thank you anyway. Princess Olivia listened carefully. She could hear rustling. A tiny mouse jumped up onto a log and offered her a pine cone. How nice of you, said Princess Olivia. But she thought for a moment and said, No, it's too brown. But thank you anyway. In the darkness of the forest, a deer tiptoed out from behind the tree and offered her a holly branch. How kind, said Princess Olivia. But she thought for a moment and said, But it's too spiky. Thank you anyway. Princess Olivia was so upset. Would she find anything that would help her design a pretty dress? She turned sadly and walked back towards the palace. All All the animals followed her. What could they find that would help her? Then the clever bumblebee had an idea. She flew high into the sky and disappeared. Princess Olivia heard the buzzing noise. She dried her tears and looked across the garden. Then she jumped up and clapped her hands in delight. Mrs. Bumblebee, you have got it exactly right. Of course, the peacock was the most beautiful thing in the garden. Its colors would make the most gorgeous dress in the whole land. Now, Princess Olivia is very happy. She has the perfect dress for her party. I hope that you're happy too. See you soon. Bye.